Maybe you use a budget app that embraces the envelope style budgeting or zero-based budgeting. I'm going to show you something that all those apps that use that system are completely missing that you intuitively know to be true. And here it is. There are two types of expenses: fixed expenses and discretionary expenses. The budget apps out there completely miss this distinction. So take, for example, rent. You make that in your budget app and you get this progress bar. When is that progress bar ever going to be halfway filled or three quarters or four? No, it's going to be either empty because you haven't paid it yet, it's not due, or it's going to be full because it was due and you paid it for the known amount. And so that is not a progress bar, that is a checkbox. With fixed expenses, what you want to know is one, did it get paid? And two, was it the amount that I expected it was going to be when I signed up for it in the past? Now, discretionary spending. Let's say you give yourself $400 to go out to eat every month. Well, then it makes perfect sense to have a progress bar slowly filling up to reveal how much of that budget you have left. Another cool thing about fixed expenses is that they are known. You know how much, you know what date, and you know who you're going to pay. So that's great for planning out the year. You can plan the next 12 months pretty reliably and know exactly how much of your income is going to go towards these fixed expenses. A large portion of our spending goes into this type of category. I make a free tool where you can get a list of all your fixed expenses. You can see them mapped out on a calendar for the next 12 months. You can see how much of your income they eat up for the year, and then you can know how much is left over for all the discretionary things, all the things that you have some control over. You go to 10.cash and then you click this link up here to go to the free tools. And this is called my calendar-based budget planner. Let me show you how it works. You click create my plan. What I'll do is I'll first add my income, and I'll just pretend that I make $4,000 every month, twice a month, on the 1st and the 15th. And boom, now I can see my annual income, 96,000 there. And then I could go ahead and make more fixed expenses. So like I said, I could do that rent. I could say my rent is 2,100 and it's every month on the 1st. And create that, and look at that. I could see that rent is 26% of my income, and I'm gonna be paying $25,000 a year for that. If you click this calendar view, you get to see when all these fixed expenses will happen. And on any given month, you can see how much you'll make, fixed expenses, and what's left over for discretionary things. And finally, the summary tab is where you can see totals, annual totals. You can see averages for the month or week or day, and you can see percentages of your income that go to each one. So this is a free tool. You don't even have to sign up. If you want to save your work, then you can give your email and sign up. But this list here is a really nice way to make sure you got all your fixed expenses in a row. If you connect your bank to this and you get a feed of your actual transactions, then you could even reconcile these fixed expenses with their associated transactions to get that checkbox to see this was paid and this was exactly the amount I expected it to be. So if that's something interested to you, head on over to tend.cash. That's the way you spell that. Check that out in the links below. And did this make sense? Does this distinction between fixed and discretionary resonate with you? If it does, like the video and give me a comment below what you think. Thanks.